essays. It's all about your opinions, your beliefs, your... Don't worry, in this today's session only, I'll be showing you some good advanced vocabularies which you can incorporate in your essay. Report revealed that during the COVID-19 pandemic, over 1.5 billion students continued their studies digitally. Hello everyone, in this today's session, we'll be covering that how to write a Band 9 IELTS essay complete breakdown. So I welcome you all in this today's session. I hope you all are doing well. So without a further ado, let's get started. So what are those things which we'll have to keep in mind? First of all, before writing, we must know that what are our parameters on which we are going to get a band, right? So we'll cover the band descriptors, the very first thing. So understanding the band descriptors, in that you will have the very first one, which is the task response. Okay, like the very first thing is the task response. Okay, what do we understand with this? Here you have to fully address all the parts of the questions, right? So you'll have to cover all the parts of question, which is, you have the parameter over here. That's why it's very important, it's very crucial for you need to cover all the parts and also present a clear and developed position throughout. Here in the essays, it's all about your opinions, your beliefs, your faith. So yeah, definitely you'll have to take positions, you'll have to take stance, that which side you are at. What do you think? Do you agree or you disagree? So there are like different things. So you'll have to take stance over here. So you have to have a clear stand. Next, ideas are extended with examples. So over here, you need to give examples, which is a very crucial thing. Why? Because if you don't provide examples to the information, if you're saying that yes or no, and if you're not giving examples, then definitely that doesn't implies to a trust, right? So you must give examples. There should be no doubt remains in the examiner's mind that whether, if you said, let's suppose I asked you that, do you like reading? So if you said yes, if you say no, then you have to provide some reasons, some examples to it, that why don't you? So if you are agreeing, let's suppose, to something, then you must have the relevant explanations, the reasons to it. That is why it's very good that you always give examples. Once you give examples, you're going to get a good band, you can expect a good band for sure. Now the next one is coherence and cohesion. Here you have the logical organization. Your whole write-up should be thoroughly organized. It should have the body paragraphs, but then in both the body paragraphs there should be 2 lines gap at least visible. So they should all look organized, right? Next, lexical resource is your next parameter, which is about vocabulary, the kind of words you use. So yes, you'll have to use good words over here. When I say good word, I mean with advanced words. Try to just incorporate some advanced words. Don't worry, in this today's session only, I'll be showing you some good advanced vocabularies which you can incorporate in your essays. So yes, that is it. Then it's grammatical range and accuracy. So you will be assessed on the grammar part as well. So how well are you writing? How is it like correct in terms of the tenses part and everything? So they'll be checking you upon this. Try to have this thing in your mind that you'll have to use complex structures, compound structures, also use conjunctions, connectors in between, right? These are very important. Also use the proper tenses. Like grammatically there should be no problem, like in terms of spellings also there should be everything fine. Next, so now let's just, I hope you are done with the understanding of the band descriptors which you had. It was task achievement, then lexical resource, then coherence, cohesion, right? And also in the end grammatical range accuracy. All those things you have to keep in mind while writing. Okay, so now let's just start with the understanding of the essay structure. What is the kind of a structure you must always follow? So yes, here it is. The very first one is the intro para. You must always have this intro para at the very first go. Now when I say intro para, what should you include in it? What all are the details which you'll have to write in it? So are the first one, which is the paraphrasing. You'll have to paraphrase the question. Now when I say paraphrasing, what do I mean with that? So when you have to do paraphrasing, you only have to use synonyms. You have to use different language to what is mentioned in the question. Okay, but don't ever change the meaning. The meaning has to be intact, but yes, other than that, you will have to use different language, the different words. So that's what we mean with paraphrasing of the question. That's something which you will do in the intro para. Later on, you will write your opinions, that what do you think, which side you are at, whatever side of yours you're taking, you will state over there. And then after, you will also provide your thesis statement. That means that you will elaborate that this is your side and you will be discussing further in your paragraphs about this thing. So that is also a complete important thing. Next is your body 1. Now you will, once you're done writing your body, the intro para, you will now write your body 1, which is your body paragraph 1. So this is very crucial. In this paragraph, you will firstly talk about whichever side you, let's suppose, chose. If you chose the disagree or agree, you will start elaborating, talking about that. But before that, you must always have your 5 minutes of time in order to decide which side you are and what are your pointers you're going to write in. Accordingly, you will pick your pointers and start writing in your body paragraphs. Yes, so in body paragraphs, you will have the main idea. After that, you will explain that by giving some examples. Now, in terms of explanation, you are going to have some pointers, right, which you must have already written in your 5 minutes of time. Clear? And you will give examples and link back to thesis. That is why you believe that in the thesis statement. Clear? So that's what you're going to write in the body 1. Later, you will have the body 2. In this, you will have your second main idea. Let's suppose you have discussed both views type of question in which you have 2 viewpointers all the time. So you'll be discussing about the first one first in the body 1. You'll be discussing about the second one in the body 2. So yes, it will come like that. And the explanation, examples and a clear cohesion, that means this is what I believe. A clear sentence should always be there. Next, optional, this is the optional body paragraph. If needed, you can have this, otherwise keep it under 2, which is body 1 and then body 2. But yes, when do you need this, like optional body para? When do you have the need to use this one? Let me tell you everyone, so you will always have a need in terms of discuss both views and give your opinion. When you have the question like this, in the question they are asking you about giving your opinion. So in that case, you will always write this third body paragraph of yours. Understood? You will then be writing your third body paragraph. This has to be there then. Okay, after this, you will have the conclusion, which is a must. You will restate your main points concisely, provide a strong final opinion that this is what I believed and that hence I believe this, and just restate, reaffirm your opinion, whatever you believe throughout the paragraphs. So that is the structure, the whole structure which you guys are going to follow. This is the whole structure. I hope there's no confusion till now. Let's move ahead. Now, what are the techniques to reach to 9 band? So what are the techniques there? So the very first one is that paraphrasing. Now, avoid copying. In terms of paraphrasing, some people, do what? They just copy the question directly from the question. Like, they just copy the question, that's it. That's what they do in terms of the paraphrasing. So please avoid doing that. It's not about copying the question, but about using a different language, using synonyms, right? So yes. Now, examples. Some people, you have to use specific, realistic or relevant illustrations over here. When I say specific, when I say relevant, I only mean with try giving it like this. You first try to give your explanation in terms of factual, like if you remember some data that yeah, practically it happened over there, you can state over there the practical examples, the factual examples, the hypothetical examples, and then in the end your personal examples. So this should be the hierarchy, clear, of giving examples. Now, what kind of a tone you have to use? Since it's the formal essay, so you'll have to use formal language and avoid any contraction and slang. Try not to use any kind of a slang over here, which is not allowed, right? Then balance, show awareness of multiple perspectives even if you are supporting one. And precision says that avoid using vague words like good, bad, big. Try to use these instead. What are they? Beneficial, detrimental, substantial. Instead, they use the bigger alternatives, the advanced alternatives of some basic words, right? I'm going to show you the essential vocabularies which you definitely have to use while writing your essays. So you definitely have to have some cause and effects. When you want to show some reasons, the causes, that this is why it happened, and the effect, right? So whenever you have to say like because or so, say therefore, as a result, right? So this actually shows the reasons, but in a more advanced versions. Later, you have it as contrast or comparison. Whenever you want to contrast to something, use these. And whenever you want to give opinion to something, use these, right? These are somewhat, you can say, advanced versions of saying, and definitely you can expect a good band once you are using them. Later, in order to give examples or illustrations, use these, right? In particular, specifically, to illustrate. Then these are some actual high-level vocabularies which you have to use. They were like topic specific, but these are somewhat like, in order to say improve, say ameliorate. In order to say worsen, say deteriorate. In order to say worsen, say deteriorate. Say possible, for practical or possible something, you say feasible. Whenever you want to say workable or sustainable, say viable. Arduous, arduous is like used for anything difficult, right? Salient, futile, lucrative, which is used for profitable. Then you have it as believable or logical, something which is believable or logical, something which is reasonable, that yes, it was true because of this thing. So it's said plausible. Okay, incessant and meticulous. Whenever you want to use a word using careful, then say meticulous instead. Then indispensable, indispensable we use for anything which is so important to us, it's just necessary, right? And contentious. So all these are the words. This is used for anything which is controversial, contentious, right? So these are some high level vocabularies which you can utilize over here and get a good band. So now we have come up on the discussing of the actual sample answer of ours, in which we will learn that how are we actually using these all, whatever we have learned so far, the structure, the band descriptors, and also the words, right? So let's just get started. So some people think that technology has made life more complex, while shows us the contrast. So others believe that it has made the life easier. Do you agree or disagree? So do you agree or disagree with this fact that some people are thinking that technology has made our life simple? On the other hand, some are thinking that it has made our life complex. So what do you think? So first of all, the very first step of yours is going to be that you have to decide your stance. What do you decide? What do you feel? What do you believe? Which side you are at? You'll have to decide that first. Now, let's just start. Understanding, this is our intro para. So it's going to go like this. So in the modern era, technology permeates almost every aspect of human existence, from healthcare to education and commerce. While shows the contrast. While critics argue that it has introduced unnecessary complications, I strongly believe technology has largely simplified life, provided it is harnessed responsibly. This essay will demonstrate how advancements in medicine and education illustrate. Now this is what, from here you are writing your thesis statement. This is your thesis statement, right? Which is going to go like this. So this essay will demonstrate how advancements in medicine and education illustrate the transformative role of technology in making life more convenient and accessible. Now this is, we are at disagreeing side, that no, it is not making the life more complex, instead it is making the life more easy, right? So yes, this is what our, from here the thesis statement is going to go like, in which you are explaining that this is what I am going to be discussing upon in my impending paragraphs, right? This has to be always there. So this is going to be the intro para looking like. Now next, further moving, we have the body one, in which it will go like this. To begin with, innovation in healthcare has rendered treatments more efficient and widely available. For instance, telemedicine services allow patients in remote regions to consult urban specialists without the burden of travel. Similarly, artificial intelligence has accelerated diagnostic procedures, enabling early detection of illness such as cancer. Are you understanding? We are talking about all the advantages, right? That why should it be there? Why it has made our life easy. Now, these breakthroughs show that how technology alleviates mean to reduce. suffering and extends life expectancy, thereby enhancing resilience at both individual and social levels. That's our body 1. Next we have is the body 2. In addition, education has been profoundly simplified by digital platforms that transcend geographical and financial barriers. For example, millions of learners now access online courses and virtual classrooms that provide affordable, highly quality instructions, right? A UNESCO report revealed that during the COVID-19 pandemic, over 1.5 billion students continued their studies digitally, illustrating how technology dismantled obstacles that would have otherwise halted learning, that is, somewhat restricted learning, right? Thus, far from complicating matters, technology has democratized knowledge and expanded opportunities as an unprecedented scale. Now, this is our concluding para. This was the body 1 and that's our conclusion. So, to encapsulate, although concerns about digital dependency or privacy persist, these are manageable through regulations and responsible use. The overwhelming evidence that healthcare and education demonstrates that technology has simplified life far more than it has complicated it. Therefore, now, are you seeing how are we using this therefore? This therefore is there to illustrate because, right? Hence, therefore, I firmly agree that technological innovation has made modern existence easier and more efficient. Now, hence, we are done like restating our opinion in the concluding para, which actually illustrates that why did we believe so and what did we believe so previously. So here we are done with it. So the word count of the whole essay was 267. It was neutral paraphrasing, right? And actually we use the words like for instance instead of, like we used for example in the body 2, and there was natural variety. We used throughout the essay, we used academic and advanced vocabularies. So yes, that is all about it. I hope you guys got things from it, that how are we going to and how are we supposed to actually write it down properly to get a good band. So yes, that is about it in today's session. I hope you gained a lot of things from it and you will definitely try to incorporate in your writings as well. So that's about it, guys. Wrapping up for the day. We'll meet you very soon in the next session. Till the time, take care. Bye-bye.